Ford truck blower motor. So this is probably the best Ford truck blower motor video ever made. Well, whatever. It might be. So 90s Ford on the bottom, 70s Ford on the top. And basically all domestics pretty much follow the same thing, 70s, 90s. But so yeah, if you're looking to mess around with your heater a little bit, maybe simplify your 90s or just rig the bastard to work. There's a different way of kind of setting shit up here. But so the reason I'm doing this is I have a 96 F-150 and I'm putting a wire harness from a carbureted 70s F100 in it. And if we look here, this is our heater blower motor control for a 70s Ford. So if you look, we have ignition through our fuse box, right, to our heater switch, right, and then we have 3 terminals for 3 fan speeds that sends the power either through the resistor or orange and yellow. That's your high, that bypasses, right, straight to the motor, straight to the ground. Okay, so pretty basic stuff, but right here is all I'm going to use. Okay, and then I'll splice into my 90s harness with that here, but as you can see, a little bit different. So we have 2 switches and a top and bottom and a motor in between, and yeah. If we look, we have 12 volts come in. This is through your climate control, and when you turn it on, that arms the brown wire, turns the motor on. Arms the orange wire, right? The motor turns on by running through the full length of the resistor, meaning it's on low because it's running through full resistance, right? This also triggers the orange and black wire here that runs around and turns on our fan speed control switch. So this switch, if you look, is in off, right? It's on off. It says low because it is actually running low through the resistor, right? Now, when you put the switch to medium, 1, there, that runs through a shorter distance of resistance, so that's medium 1, same with medium 2, and then high totally bypasses the resistor for full power, baby, right? So this is actually fortunate because, look, we have 3 power terminals and an off position to a powered switch, okay? That is exactly what this vintage switch is. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to change it up a little bit, but the climate control will be eliminated, right? It's already gone, but so that'll be a toggle switch. So toggle switch on the dash turns the fan on. Boom. So we have on. So the toggle switch turns you on low. So that sends power through the motor, through the full resistor, just like we had. Runs this jumper wire around, which will power our 1970s fan control. Okay, so the fan switch will get power and deliver none of it to the terminals because it's in an off position, but the fan is still running in low. So my 1970s switch will actually be in the off position. It will say off, but because the toggle switch is on, it will actually be running a low fan speed. And then when we switch it to what would be low, we will be on medium 1, right? Medium will be medium 2, and then high will be high. Okay? And that'll work it. So it's kind of that simple. It worked out. At first, there was a bigger difference between the two than I thought. I obviously didn't put enough thought into it, so but yeah, if you have a 90s F-150 and you're fucking with the blower motor, here's your diagram. Colors are pretty accurate. And then 70s F-150 up here, same thing. Colors are pretty accurate. But pretty basic. I can't imagine you'd be messing around with this one too much. This is, if you could cut out your climates and wire it simple, serviceable with toggles, if you're weird like that, like I am, like follow, subscribe, whatever, it'll work.